I remember when we were going around and raising money for Blackboard. I remember met with one firm. And we sat down and they said, tell me a little bit about your idea. We said, let me explain. I come from KPMG Marwick. I was a higher ed consultant. We saw this big opportunity that there's no software in the space to help schools bring teaching and learning online. We're going to develop enterprise software. We're going to charge an annual subscription for the software. So we're going to continue to make that money year over year as the schools paid us to use the software and the technology. And we'll just have a small amount of services work. So maybe 10% of our revenue will be services work. The majority is going to be reoccurring high margin product revenue. And the venture capitalists we were meeting with said, that's a horrible idea. You're in Washington, D.C. There's consultants everywhere. You should hire a consultant. You can pay them $100 an hour. You can bill them at $200 an hour. That's how PeopleSoft got big. That's how Oracle got big. You do multi-million-dollar services engagements and give away your software for free. I'm not interested. We literally drive across town to our next venture capitalist meeting. The one thing I can tell you is that I am a quick learner. We sit down, the venture capitalist says, tell me about your business. I say, let me explain. I come from KPMG Marwick. I have an expertise in consulting and services. We're creating a consulting company focused on the education space. We're going to develop software that lets schools put their courses online, charge a very small amount for it, and then we're going to do big $100,000 or multi-million-dollar service engagements with the school. We're going to hire people at $100. We're going to build them out at $200. It's going to be a great business. There's huge opportunity. The venture capitalist said, that's a horrible idea. First of all, you're in Washington, D.C. You're not going to be able to hire a consultant because they all work for the defense industry or the government. Second of all, that doesn't scale. You can't go international. You can't continue to grow a consulting company on a global basis. You want to be a product company. Products have 80% or 90% margin. They recur year over year. I'm not interested. So what I always tell other entrepreneurs is, you certainly, as you're developing your idea and when you're pitching, you want to get as much advice as possible from as many people as possible. But you have to be the expert in your area. You have to know what advice to apply and what advice to put to the side and what advice to completely ignore. And a lot of times you have to realize that the vision of where you want to take the company, the market might not be there yet. And therefore the venture capitalists may not see that opportunity yet, and then they may not be the right partner for you. So certainly, I tell people you want advice from as many people as possible, but recognize that you need to be the expert in what you're trying to build.